Hey everybody, welcome in. If this is your first video, welcome back if it is not. Either way, I am so excited that you're here, and I'm so grateful that you have decided to spend just a little bit of your day with me today. Today is a much requested video. Today is a video about my Mickey Loot 101 Dalmatians box. I don't know what to say in this intro. I don't know what to say. So let's just get started. I'm Rachel, and this is Attainable Disney. First things first, guys, we're continuing the tour of my apartment, trying to create interesting backgrounds. So today we're in my bedroom, featuring my Chewbacca pillow pet, technically Mike's Chewbacca pillow pet. So if you guys watched my last Mickey Loot video, which I will link up here, I talked about there was a second box coming, right? So in that video, I referenced the fact that I had gotten a shipping notification on another box the day I was filming that, and that was my 101 Dalmatians box. And so that box has since arrived. Frankly, that box got here like 2 weeks ago. I have just been kind of hesitant, I don't know, to film this. I don't know, I have a lot of feelings. But a lot of people were asking for this video based on the last one, so here we are. I'm not going to rehash everything that was in the Disney Springs video. There's just a lot of information, so I'm not gonna rehash that. So if you haven't watched that one, I think you should probably watch that one first. So if you didn't, I would go do that. So of course, before we really dive into talking about the box, I want to show you what I got. So this was my A Ticket 101 Dalmatians box. So the first item is this mug. So you can see we've got the puppies watching TV, and they're trying to peer into the TV. I don't know, it's cute, right? The handle is the puppies. Very cute, okay? That was the first item. And then other than the mug, I got these two pins. So here's this pin, little puppy. This is a silver pin. And then I got this pin. I don't know if that's focusing very well, but it's Cruella with Horse and Jasper from the original animated film. It says limited edition. It doesn't say a number. Yeah, it doesn't say a number. And then here you can see the box. All items are listed as park items, and the total of the box is $49.97. This is an A ticket box, so that means I paid $40. So I paid $40. The value of these items is $49.97. So we'll just round it up, $10. So that's an extra 20% value. So I think that that's good. I'm fine with that, right? So I think dollar for dollar is a good value. I was excited for this box. So when I emailed Mickey Loot to discuss my Disney Springs box, to tell them sort of how displeased I was with those items, I even signed off the email saying, I checked my notes and I said, my 101 Dalmatians box should be here tomorrow and I am excited. So even after the disappointment of the Disney Springs box, I was still looking forward to the 101 Dalmatians. I still had hope, right? I was still looking forward to it. And I have to be honest that it fell short for me for, I'm gonna say three big reasons. I don't even know if you would kind of classify them as 3 reasons because I feel like they're kind of tied together. But so the first reason is I don't collect these pins. So a same complaint I had with my Disney Springs box was that I have very specific pins listed in my preferences, like very specific characters and films that I collect. And 101 Dalmatians is not one of those. So I don't collect 101 Dalmatians pins. Now it's a 101 Dalmatians box, so I understand how it ties into the theme, but it doesn't tie into my pin collection. What is the point of the preferences? Like, what is the point of filling those things out? What is the point of asking those questions and giving us the space to answer those when it's completely ignored? And I can like a movie and like a franchise and want merch from that franchise, but not collect pins from it. So if any of you out there are pin collectors, I think you may know something I learned quickly when I started collecting pins was that you really have to kind of narrow it down. There are so many pins and like they're so small. I feel like it's so easy for it to get out of hand, and like the next thing you know, you have like 100 pin boards and you're collecting like 900 different characters. You know, I like to have very like specific ones that I collect. So I love 101 Dalmatians. It's just not pins that I collect, and that is very clear on my preferences. So the fact that I got 2 pins that it is very clearly stated that I do not collect seems unfair. And the fact that this comes on the heels of a box where I also got a pin that I don't collect, doubly unfair. So within, you know, these 2 boxes that came back to back, I got 3 pins that I don't collect and I don't need and I won't keep. And I know, I mean, there's pin trading, right? So, I mean, frankly, I don't think I'll have like a hard time getting rid of them or trading them. I mean, honestly, I don't know if anybody's going to want that Disney Springs one, but whatever. I don't know. I mean, like my preferences very clearly state what type of pins that I collect. And this is just very clearly not those. And so I just don't understand. My next complaint is about the timing, but also like, I don't think that there's much else that can be said about that. I feel like that has been sort of picked apart, and I think we've beat that dead horse. I think that as a community and as consumers, I think that we have asked for what we've wanted over and over and over again, and like we've got our answer. There seems to be no intention of speeding that up. There seems to be no intention to get us our things sooner or like when we want them. It's on their schedule, and that is their prerogative, right? I mean, that's their decision. You know, I had ordered all of these things sort of before I knew that. So now I'm just kind of like dealing with it or whatever. But, you know, this box took, I don't know, 110 days. The third reason that I'm displeased, and I know that's why I said I don't really know if these are like separate reasons or they just kind of tie in together, but I don't feel like this box was personalized for me in any way, shape, or form. I don't. I watch lots of YouTube, right? I watch lots of Disney YouTube, and I watch a lot of unboxings, right? Like I watch people who make similar content to mine, right? And I have watched a handful of unboxings for 101 Dalmatians boxes, as well as seeing them on Instagram or in the Mickey Loot Facebook group, whatever, right? I've seen a fair number of 101 Dalmatians boxes be opened, and these items were in every single box. Honestly, I think everyone may have got this mug. And these pins, from what I can tell, it kind of looks like there was like 4 or 5 pins. Like there was the one that comes in a box that looks like a phone. It's like Roger. There's like that pin. So it looks like there was like 3 or 4 pins maybe, and everybody kind of got like 2 of them. You know, there's nothing about this box that felt personalized to me. There's nothing about this box that felt customized to me. This box feels like a marked jump down in quality. You know, the curation quality of this box just isn't there. There's just nothing personalized about this box. And that just doesn't really like compute with me, because that the messaging of Mickey Loot is that it is so curated and it is so personalized, right? And that they are out there in the stores and they go on a shopping trip for you, right? And that they watch your videos, and that right? I mean, like this idea of this like personalization and, you know, that this is for you. And so that's what I expect, right? I mean, that's what I'm told to expect. And so that's what I expect. And I just didn't get it. You know, this is the kind of box that I would expect from a non-personalized or non-customizable or non-preferences type of service. And this is the kind of box that I would order and it would be like shipping 2 days later, right? Like this to me is like one of those like pre-made boxes that would like be on the shelf and they're like, okay, ship out a $40 101 Dalmatians, and they like slap a shipping label on it with my address and it's on its way, right? Like, right, a completely sort of at random. You know, I ordered this box March 17th, filming this on July 15th. If this box had arrived in March, I honestly probably wouldn't be as upset because that would be what I would expect, right? But when it takes 4 months to get to me and it actually just took 5 minutes to do or 5 minutes to put together, like what the hell did I wait for? What did I wait 4 months for? I don't understand. Those were my concerns with the box. Honestly, they weren't like life altering, right? I'm not like angry, not like distraught, but like those were my concerns or those were my complaints. And so I did follow up with Mickey Loop, right? I mean, we had a little bit of a discourse going back and forth about my Disney Springs box and my sort of displeasure. Like I had mentioned, I said, you know, I was still looking forward to my 101 Dalmatians box. And so I did follow up with an email on the afternoon of July 4th. And I said that I was not pleased. As of the filming of this video, July 15th, they have not responded. That was really the delay in filming this video, was I wanted to give them a chance to offer a resolution or to say something. The holiday, obviously, I was giving them a little extra time, right? I mean, I knew they would probably take off a couple days for the holiday. And then I think I saw on Instagram that like some of the family was sick, so I gave them a few days. But I mean, I think at this point, I mean, it's 11 days later, so they're just not responding. So that's okay. I do want to take a step back and sort of reference the Disney Springs video. I said I'm not going to rehash everything I said in that video, but I do want to thank you guys for watching that video and for the support. I was very, very nervous posting that video. Other people have made videos or other people have kind of expressed views or given a less than favorable review and been attacked. And I was very nervous to post it, but I still felt like it was the right thing to do. And so I want to thank everybody for the support. I mean, the response to that video was overwhelmingly positive, right? I mean, that video has like 60 something comments on it. And every single comment was people supporting me or like thanking me for my honesty or expressing like that they had a similar experience, or people who didn't, I mean, still saying that they appreciate honesty or honest reviews. And so, you know, I just have to say thank you for that. You know, I've still been watching all of the Facebook lives and YouTube, like lives on YouTube and Instagram and stuff, right? Because I still find those, I still find them interesting and sort of educational, right? And it's nice to sort of hear what's going on with Mickey Lou and sort of what they're doing in the future and get updates and things like that. The last one, the most recent one, I did miss, but I watched the replay, like the recorded replay. I was horrified. I was shocked. I was speechless. I mean, it's like literally how I feel right now. You guys can watch that, like it's on the internet. I'm not gonna like entertain it or whatever, but I'll rehash one thing that I said in my Disney Springs video, and that I know that this business is personal and that this business is a family business, and I know that that negative feedback can be difficult to take, right? When you are doing something so personal and you're like trying so hard to do a good job, which is clear to me that they are, it can be difficult to hear that that wasn't successful, right? I mean, that's true for anybody in anything, right? When anybody tries to do something and it doesn't work, or they're told it doesn't work, like anybody's gonna feel some type of way, right? Negative feedback is difficult, but it also is important and valuable and normal and a constant and will never go away, especially as a for-profit business with customers. Write that feedback off as bullying, or you can listen to what your customers are saying and try to give them what they want. And I think after that YouTube live, I don't think I'll participate in anymore. I don't think I'll watch anymore. Maybe even on the replay. That frankly made me very uncomfortable. That's just not for me. Not for me today. So that is not my journey. And so I think while I have been finding those interactions really helpful and eye-opening and insightful, I don't think that I can participate in those anymore, even in like a replay type of mode. In that most recent live, they did say that they're going to Paris in a couple weeks and that there's Paris boxes. And frankly, I really want to order one. It's actually like really difficult for me to not order one. I want one very much. At this point though, I don't trust the process enough to hand over my money anymore. I was told on June 13th by Mickey Loot that they were 3 weeks away from being caught up and being back to normal shipping times. The filming of this video on July 15th, I can tell you that is not the case. I have boxes from May 8th that are still not shipped. And the comments on like my previous video indicate that there are other people who still have boxes from March and April that have not shipped. So all signs point to me that that 3-week expectation to be caught up was not met. And I really feel some type of way that, you know, they're taking on yet another project or, expanding the business in another way when the core business is still not meeting the needs of already paid customers. From this point forward, I know what I'm getting into, and that's why I haven't spent any more money. But, we already have our money invested, and I think that we are owed the opportunity to get a refund or to get our product in a reasonable time. So it's a little bit frustrating to see that there's time to open Potter Loot, and there's time to come up with new themes, and there's time to start this personal shopping, and there's time to start this snack box thing, and there's time to go to Paris, but there isn't time to ship a box that I paid for 2.5 months ago. I don't get it. And the final note of this video, to all my friends out there, and I don't mean this specifically with this business, I mean this with any business. Do not, under any circumstances, ever buy into the fact that someone taking your money is doing you a favor. Never. Never. No one who takes money from you in exchange for any goods or any service is doing you a favor. Just remember that. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you guys, like I said, thank you for all the support on my last video. Thank you for watching this one. I still have 4 Mickey Loot boxes on order. And I fully intend to review those and open those when they come in. And so, and those will be as honest as these, all of my recent reviews. If I love the items, I'm going to tell you that I love the items. If I'm going to tell you how long it took them to get to me. I'm going to tell you about any type of communication I had with Mickey Loot in regards to those items, right? Like, I'm going to give you the whole story, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because there is good and bad and ugly in all of these situations, okay? So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.